Your children get off to school okay?
Yeah.
Would you like me to give you a ride anywhere? Well, if you're thinking about opening your practice again, maybe now is a good time to go around and see if there's any available office space.
I hadn't really decided when I start seeing patients again. Although there is some research I'd like to do. I'd like to figure out what kind of a woman sleeps with her husband's brother the day after she thinks he's died.
I thought you said last night that you weren't going to get into that.
I said that I felt comfortable with whatever decision Rich would make. That's what I said. But it doesn't mean I condone the things you've done. You know, I've studied all kinds of sexual disorders. But in all the time that I've done that research, I have never come across this particular pathology. I don't know, maybe you could shed a little light on it for me. Maybe you could tell me how it is, you know, thinking that your husband had just died, you can become aroused by his brother.
I wasn't aroused in the foundry.
Then what happened? Ridge seems to think that Nick's to blame. Is he? Is Nick some kind of deranged sexual predator who took advantage of you when you were most vulnerable?
No, Nick is not deranged.
Well, that's a relief, seeing how he's about to marry your daughter. So, if Nick is not responsible for this, then who exactly would be? I don't know, could it be you?
No one is responsible, Taylor. It's not a matter of blame.
This is what really disturbs me about you, Brooke, okay? No matter what has happened, no matter who gets hurt, no one is to blame, especially not you. The only problem with that kind of logic is that it leaves no reasonable explanation, okay? I would really love to hear one. I would really love for you to tell me how this whole thing happened. Your ability to forgive is inspiring, Bridget, but, you know, most daughters in your position would have severed all ties.
Bridget isn't like most daughters.
I can see that. I can see that clearly. You have grown into an extraordinary young woman.
Despite my mom, you mean?
It's not my place to judge the environment in which you've raised your children. It's not. But when it comes to my children, however, that is going to be a different story.
Taylor, Mom's done a wonderful job with Thomas and the girls.
And I appreciate everything she's done, but since Phoebe and Steffi are at an impressionable age and they're going to be needing to take their sexual cues...
Where are you going with this?
Frankly, Brooke, I am not comfortable with you being around my children.
How dare you say that?
They're at an impressionable age. They need to be around adults who can model healthy behavior for them.
What do you think I'm going to do to them exactly, Taylor? I love those girls like they're my own.
You have a long history of hurting the people you love, Brooke. It's a very disturbing pattern, a pattern I thought you had changed, but nothing's changed. You put your own feelings ahead of all else, including your children.
But that is not true.
Okay, listen, I'm glad the two of you have worked out all of your issues. I am, but no child should have to go through that in the first place. And you are not going to do it to my children. I am grateful to both of you for helping my family while I was gone.
It's Mom's family too, Taylor.
Look, I'm not trying to belittle how much you mean to my children. But I'm home now, and I want to raise my children in a healthy environment. I came back home giving you the benefit of the doubt, and then I find out about Nick, and I find out about Deacon.
With Stephanie's biased perspective.
I don't care what the circumstances were. We all make mistakes. Some of us learn from them. Some of us don't.
Like me. What a convenient assumption.
You're caught in a vicious cycle. It's a cycle I don't want my children to fall into. Now, Bridget's turned out fine. But, you know, from my professional experience, I have to wonder if she does suffer from some kind of confusion from time to time. She must.
Stop dragging my daughter into this.
I'm not trying to do... I'm trying to... Hello.
Hello, Taylor. I was wondering if you're busy.
Sort of, Stephanie.
Well, I have someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh, Okay, that sounds good. I'll be right over. Bye.
What did Stephanie want?
Listen, I was trying to tell you that I'm not trying to condemn anyone.
Could have fooled me.
Why don't you try to see this from my perspective? I come home to the man that I'm still legally married to, and I'm forced to sleep in another room. I am really trying to be patient, but frankly, my patience is running out. Brooke, this is my home. Ridge is my husband. And it really is time for us to come to an understanding to work this out as peacefully as we possibly can.
As long as you stay and I go, is that it?
Let's just say you've definitely overstayed your welcome.
She drives me crazy.
Taylor was being rather sanctimonious.
Well, it's easy to be Miss Little Perfect when you've been in a coma for a few years. You can't really make a lot of mistakes in a coma.
Mother, don't let her get to you